USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Mustangs will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So USC's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looks as if he's going to run it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
On target. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Working that left side now. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
And that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the SMU Mustangs offense will go to work for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Gardner. That pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
It's caught. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They've got the screen set up. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Trojans line up to punt it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down. Hauls it in. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
Quick release by the QB. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. On his feet at the 40. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got his man quickly. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Might be looking to run. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Dropping back, it's Gardner. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Got his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And now on second down for this offense. Works the middle. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Gonna let it fly. He's got it on the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. There he goes. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but 3rd and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they... Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Coming out with it, it's Vic. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Give to the running back. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message they'll have to carry into halftime. Looking for a man. It's Gardner. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. This time it's complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the direct snap, it's Wormley. Now adjusting. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles.
And the Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Back to throw, it's Gardner. Rushes on him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, USC!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This offense had to feel they were in the weeds a little bit, but they stayed in the fight, and now you get a break, and you feel better about everything.
And isn't it crazy? Sometimes those little breaks you get just create the...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They've got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Under fire. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense, because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
Makes a move. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Takes the easy one to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. With jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that's a great job.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Forced out of the pocket. Got the first down himself. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is because, as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Oh, it's a reverse. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's going to be interesting to see how the defense is going to try to defend these jet sweeps moving forward. They have got to have bodies in the perimeter of the field with their eyes looking at these receivers in motion because they can hand it off to them at any time.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Wormley. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's got him this time.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
And into the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Touchdown, Trojans! And the stomping has commenced. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception.
Running room in the middle. Inside the 40. At the 30. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And
touchdown Mustangs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an...
And it's blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Pressure coming. Still on his feet. Got a first down. Across the 25, he's got room. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Here we go. On the run, it's Wormley. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Complete to start this drive.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
He's open on the right. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Gardner. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the move. Shakes off the defender. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Sends it back in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Wormley. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Quarterback extends the play. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans! They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
He'll bring it out. It's Sims. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And, guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Turning it on! They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Goes to the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. They'll get to keep possession, but man, do they have a long way to go after that fumble threw them in reverse.
Well, the offense has a nice lead here in the second half, but if they're going to win this game, they're going to have to hold on to the football, and they are very lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
To the air on 2nd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. To the air, it's Gardner. Here's a throw downfield late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it.